So this is what I have for a little fuel trip.
Howdy fixers, so today we're going to be going after the battery cable ends on these, like they're copper ends. There's copper and then there's cable, regular cable ends. And with regular cable ends, you strip them back a little bit and you put them in the cable end. With these, they're copper, so you're going to have to crimp a little bit and tighten it down. So I'm going to show you what to do. These are pretty corroded. They can be corroded down the wire a little ways, and you can have issues where your car doesn't want to start in the morning. It can click. You're like click, 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 or you go out there and you wiggle your battery cable ends and then they'll start. Or you could have issues where your alternator is charging at the alternator, but it's not getting to the battery because there's so much corrosion inside your wire. And that can be an issue sometimes too for a charging system issue. So just stay along and watch what I'm doing. So if you like what I'm doing for you in this video, just give me a like, give me a subscribe, and tell a friend about it. And hopefully this is entertaining for you and it's going to give you some information. So if you look at your car and you ever seen this, this is corrosion. This is from the battery acid coming up and eating the lesser metal. If there's copper on there, it'll eat the copper too. It's just that it does this, makes corrosion. So in the process of doing this, the shininess of your battery cable end and your terminal itself becomes corroded and black like this, and you don't have a good connection. So when you hop in your vehicle sometimes, or if you're charging, you're not going to have a good enough charging system, or when you hop in your vehicle to start it up, you're going to have a click, 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 and it's not going to want to start because you're going to have a bad connection. These are pretty bad. They're all rusted out, and I'm going to change them out. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So what first I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this cable off, and we're going to cut this back, and we're going to put some new put our cables and expose this cable back and put our new cables on our new cable. If you're doing this yourself, you want to make sure that you don't have a security system on your car. If you have a security system on your car, then you're going to want to invest in a battery saver, which just keeps the memory alive for your computer and all that good stuff. So I'll just show you what to do. So we're going to go ahead and blast this off here. And these are 11s or 16ths. You see all that powder just coming out of there? That's corrosion. So that you're really not going to have a good connection with this stuff when it just comes out. So I'm going to take that off. And this is going to be a 1/2 inch for this nut here. I'm going to take that off. I got my 1/2 inch wrench. Mr. 1/2 inch wrench. Here we go. And sometimes you're going to have to get a screwdriver into the back here, which is going to hold this into place. And so you get a flat blade like that, and then you're going to be able to get your bolt loose. Because sometimes these get on here so tight because it's so corroded, it makes it really hard. So we're going to have to expand that a little bit. There we go. I'm getting it loose now. And you might have to pry up a little bit. You want to make sure you don't arc out your battery, because that's not good. Because you can make the battery explode, because these actually make an HHO gas, which they will make. It's like 2 parts hydrogen, which is really explosive. So you got all this powder here, so you want to go ahead and use like a neutralizer and just neutralize this stuff. And then just kind of wash it off with some water, use some baking soda or something like that. And so then your next step after you get the neutralizer washed off, your cable ends, you want to go ahead and shine all this stuff up. I'm not going to change the cable end on this side, and I'm not sure about this side yet because of how much rope is left with my cable, because there's not very much rope. So we're going to have to buff this up really nice and just put it on our new cable. So I'm going to make sure all these look really nice, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now that this cable's out, I got my buffer here, and I'm going to go ahead and just see how it's getting shinier? I'm going to do that to the rest of my stuff. Okay, so
you can see how I got everything shined up really nice on these. So that should be sufficient enough. And I got my terminal here. It's pretty much surfaced up pretty well. And I'm not going to change this cable just because I was able to clean it out pretty well and get the inside nice and buffed up. So we're going to leave that in there. So our next step is that we're going to go ahead and we're going to take, it's made by Kent, or you got Permatex, the same stuff. It's copper plated stuff, and you just put it on your battery cable ends and it keeps it from getting corroded. So I got my negative on, it's good and tight, and then so I got my positive cable here. And with these copper cables, this is for all your imports and even some of your domestic ones, because you'll have copper ones that have a crack and you'll have to improvise. So sometimes you have to cut some stuff off to make it fit. So this is going to fit here. We're going to put it on top, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to bolt it down, and that should be good enough. All right, so this is how I did it. So it's nice and tight. I just tightened the one bolt down, and that's not going anywhere. So I went ahead and I tightened my 1/2-inch nuts, and now it's not going to go anywhere. So this is basically how you do it on anything. So
that's it. So that's how you do the battery cable ends on your battery. Like I said, it's a little different from if you're doing stripping back the wire and putting the cable in there. When I do one of those, I'll make a video and I'll show you guys how to do those too. If you like my video, give me a like, give me a subscribe. And if you find this entertaining, let me know. This is the first time watching one of my videos. This is what I like doing. I make videos to help people be entertained and learn stuff about being your own mechanic, because this is how I learned. I learned hands-on, and then I didn't have a whole lot of information when I was growing up until I went to school, and then I just wish I had more information, and this is a great way to do it, is on YouTube. So I hope this is helping you get the information that you need to get your job done. And you know, just give me a like, give me a subscribe, and tell a friend about it. And yeah, thanks, really appreciate it.